Okay, guys, so this is a very common question that typically comes up when you're going through a breakup or a divorce. And again, my name is Pat, and I have was married the first time for 27 years. I did get remarried, and I have been happily married for 12 years. My wife and I have helped hundreds and hundreds of couples live, and then thousands of couples online. And this is a typical question that typically comes up. So the question is again, am I really grieving the person who is no longer in my life, or am I grieving the future that we had planned? This is a very legitimate question, and it's going to be one that cannot quickly be answered, and it's not a one size fit all. The reason why I say that is because it depends on the type of relationship you guys had. If this was a situation where you were in a very, very loving relationship and you thought that this person was the one and you didn't see anything that could have indicated differently, then yes, you're going to be grieving the person because your heart is tied to the person. However, you got the other group of people who you knew the relationship was rocky from the beginning. You knew things were probably going to work out, but you were so sold on the idea of the relationship, of being in a relationship. Or in many situations, a lot of you guys are actually just trying to stay together for the sake of the children. So when you say that, you pretty much know that there's some things going wrong in the relationship already, but you're still trying to keep it together for your children's sake so you can have a two-parent household. In my personal opinion, I've never seen that work very, very well. Just being honest with you. So it depends. Were you truly in love with the person and then this person is no longer with you and they decided to move on? Or were you just trying to maintain a household? With that being in mind, and that being said rather, that is two different paths you're going to have to take. So let's address it quickly. For the person who was truly in love with the person, yeah, you really are going to have to take some time to grieve the loss of that person. Okay, because that person has made the decision that they do not want to be in a relationship. And truth be told, nothing you do can make a person stay. In fact, it could make it worse, because then even if they come back, they take your love and longing for them as weakness, and they begin to do things that will really tear you down even more emotionally. However, if you're a person who's in this relationship and you was just trying to keep it together for the sake of the children, then you weren't doing anybody any favors. In fact, many children would say, I'm glad that you guys broke up because I'm tired of living in this hellhole. So it just depends. This is where going to counseling and getting prayer is going to work. Okay? All right. So I will see you in the next video. This is Surviving the Next Day.